Joining us now is Jim Newton, the editor of UCLA's Blueprint magazine at the Luskin School of Public Affairs. Thank you for being with us this morning.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
So I want to dive into your latest reporting showing a huge share of voters still undecided in the state, 40% it looks like. Can you talk a little bit about why this is so unusual and what's driving the uncertainty this late in the game?
Yeah, well, it's a tough time to be an incumbent. National politics, state politics, local politics, all very scrambled these days. And I think, there is a sense among many LA voters that the city, if not exactly in crisis, is at least at sort of a standstill. And I think that's resulted in some negative numbers for Mayor Bass and created some vulnerability for her. And so you see a lot of undecided voters and some negative numbers for her.
Well, Jim, because it's a top two primary, right? Candidates aren't just trying to win. They're trying to make it to November. So at this point, I know there are still a lot of undecided voters, but in your opinion, who is best positioned right now to make that cut?
Yeah, well, keep in mind, it's actually not a primary in the sense that if any candidate gets 50% plus one, they win. So it's really an election with the possibility of a runoff. I think a runoff is likely, given that nobody seems to be approaching 50% in this round. And I think of the contenders, you have to. Nithya Raman is certainly the one who is who the Bass people regard as the most serious challenger to them. Spencer Pratt is polling well right now. It's hard to see how he has much upside beyond where he is now. But either of them is potentially a November runoff candidate, and the mayor, of course.
Well, speaking of the mayor, what's the political playbook here? Does she run on stability and being an incumbent, or does she need to recalibrate given voter frustration? Especially around, I hear all the time, issues like homelessness and the handling, of course, of last year's wildfires.
Yeah, homelessness is the issue that she staked as hers. And the problem with homelessness is that there is progress. Homelessness is down over the last few years. The problem is it's slow progress. And so do you run on progress, or do you confront the fact that some people are dissatisfied with the pace of progress? That's a tricky one for her. I think she can, homelessness, crime, affordability, those are the issues that seem to be on people's minds, that are often on people's minds. And I would assume they would be at the forefront come June, and then again come November.
Yeah. Well, we've spoken to candidates Nithya Raman as well as Spencer Pratt in the recent weeks. Jim, with so many people still undecided, does this race reward traditional political experience, or is it becoming more about name recognition and even social media presence?
Right.
I think name recognition gets you to a certain threshold, and certainly social media has that effect too. It's clearly what's behind Spencer Pratt. There's a lot of anger out there. He taps into that anger. That will get him to 15, 18% maybe. The problem for someone in that position is it's very hard to then take it to the next step. I don't see any path for Spencer Pratt to getting to 50% plus one. He is a conservative in a city that's just not conservative. On the other hand, Nithya Raman has a challenge from her left, which is to say Ray Wong, who is siphoning off a little of her support at this round. So I think political experience matters. I think in the end, it matters more than social media presence or name recognition. But in the short run, it may not pay off enough to nudge into the runoff. So that's the political math that's tricky at the moment.
Yep, it is tricky. We keep talking about it. Thank you so much for being here, Jim. We really appreciate you breaking things down and for your expertise this morning.
It's my pleasure.